Weekly vlog number 32. Not a whole lot actually happened this week. I'm still trying to see if my younger brother will sell some stuff for me. He hasn't really responded, so I don't know. He might still, he might not. I don't know. He's probably busy or something. I did get my new motherboard here finally, so that's kind of cool. It's obviously right in front of the camera. I don't know if that's upside down or right side up or how well you can see it. My face is covered, so I can't actually see the camera's LCD screen. It is that ASRock Fatality X99X killer, so that's going to be kind of cool. And actually, just looking at the damn thing, it's pretty freaking amazing. Just, it looks like it's really high quality and everything. And just compared to the last two motherboards I had, including the one I'm using now, it just stands out. It's awesome just to look at. And pictures of it and everything don't do it justice. You just got to see it in person and it's just nice and shiny. It just looks amazing. Of course, I still do have to get the CPU and the RAM, though the RAM did have a price reduction down to $190 for a 32 gig set, down from $205. So that's going to be a little helpful, not really much though. I still have to pay a lot of money for that processor because the 5930K, the i7 5930K, whatever, is the processor that I want to get, and it is still $585. So I'm still hoping my younger brother will get that stuff sold for me. I'm not sure, but if he does, it's going to be very helpful. And pretty much the last thing that actually happened was that I found out someone put an illegal upload of the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F online, so I finally got to watch that because I don't go to theaters or anything that's too public for me, and it costs money that I can't really afford, especially since I'm saving up for something, and buying something you don't know if it's any good, just buy the disc for it online without ever having watched it, not really a good idea to do. And it's not like it's on Netflix or anything. If it was on Netflix, then I would watch it on Netflix instead of using some other site. Netflix does need to add more stuff, and because Netflix is cheap enough, and I watch stuff all the time, I don't like a crap load of anime. So yeah, you could go, oh, there's an anime site you could watch on. Well, I don't know if that movie's up there. It costs money to do that anyways. And I'm very picky to watching new anime things. So I watch One Piece, I watch Naruto, not a whole lot of Naruto anymore actually, mostly just One Piece, and of course I grew up with Dragon Ball Z, so of course Dragon Ball Z. But as for that movie, I don't know why everyone kept saying it was good. It sucked. People are probably gonna get pissed at me saying that it sucked, but it sucked. Resurrection F. I laughed maybe 2 times during the movie, so it's not really all that funny either, and I don't know, it's like basically the reviews of the Godzilla movie that released should have been the same sort of thing that was placed on the Dragon Ball Z movie, because Frieza's back, and then there's all like, there's hype everywhere. People are like, oh, it's some epic battle, but really it's not an epic battle. Frieza isn't really anything. Goku fights him when he's in his final form without turning Super Saiyan, even though Frieza had some big fucking power up, which I don't know how that makes any damn sense. He said, oh, in 4 months I can raise my power level to 1.3 million. And it's like, okay, so how do you know you can get it to 1.3 million in 4 months when your base form is 500,000? Then your first transformation, based on the Namek saga, the first transformation is 1 million. So you're able to somehow, in 4 months of training, get up to being stronger than your first transformation while in your base form. So I guess, I don't know. Then of course it'll increase. So yeah, okay, fine. You'll be a little bit stronger, but I guess that still wouldn't really make a huge deal because I don't imagine you being too much stronger. I mean, Gohan should be able to take you on easily. I mean, fucking Super Saiyan 2 or even Mystic Saiyan because it's after the Majin Buu series, but nope. Apparently everyone was just very fucking weak, except Roshi somehow was much stronger, even though he still did pretty much get his ass kicked. He didn't really beat everyone up, like kick their ass or anything like was expected from everyone's reviews. Roshi was really more, I don't know how he was able to do that, but basically they even outright said that, oh, the group, Frieza's revivers, ended up having weaker than this group before, and the group before was so damn weak that their basic fighters and stuff were able to be beaten by Krillin and Gohan as soon as they landed on Namek, and they were very weak back then too. So the fact that any of them would stand a chance is just, it doesn't make any damn sense. Except against Roshi. Obviously he was the weakest of the group, so he should have been destroyed by them. But even the big red bull or devil looking dude and the scrawny guy, they even outright said, oh, they're equal with Dodoria and Zarbon at their peak, which was also during the Namek stuff. Strongest they were during Namek, and they still lost against Vegeta. Of course, Vegeta lost once against Zarbon when he went into a second form, but then he came back and kicked Zarbon's ass. So anyways, I don't know how Piccolo went toe-to-toe with that guy, but was actually losing before Gohan was all, I'm gonna transform Super Saiyan and just beat him in one punch. But somehow, I don't know, I guess they forgot that Piccolo fused with Nail on Namek, which then made him stronger than Frieza's second form, even though he still then lost to that big banana-headed third form. And then he also fused with Kami later on, which made him stronger than a Super Saiyan, actually equal to 17, who was so damn powerful that he was actually stronger than 18, and 18 just kind of kicked Vegeta's ass, Trunks' ass, just everyone lost against her on her own, or basically. And I guess actually 17 actually did some of that as well, because they got in whatever, still strong enough that it was like as strong as 2 Super Saiyans or something, and they just didn't stand a chance. But somehow Piccolo, equal to 17, was getting beat by this dude that was only as strong as either Zarbon or Dodoria. And even though Frieza's fight with Goku, not Super Saiyan, just powered up or much stronger than before. Yeah, don't even need to be Super Saiyan to fight you in your final form. Then goes Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan mode, and Frieza goes Golden Frieza, and it's like, the fuck's going on now? Then basically from there, just repeat the damn fight from the Namek saga, pretty much, when Frieza was at his 100% form, except the gap between them was a little bit wider. I guess somehow Frieza, after only training for 4 months, was stronger than Goku as Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, which was stronger than Super Saiyan God with just the red hair, and stronger than Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 2, and regular Super Saiyan. So somehow he got this retarded bullshit massive power increase. But again, just repeat the fight from the Namek saga, and 100% form on Namek saga couldn't control his powers. He was getting weaker and weaker and weaker as the fight drew on. But this time it was just a lot faster. He grew weaker and weaker over time. And eventually he just wasn't a challenge or anything. And when he blew up the planet, it was because Goku got shot by some bullshit little fucking ring gun, which should not have worked, but they worked it in, even though it's a fucking plot hole, just to push forward that Goku's too soft on his opponents and he's got to actually finish him off instead of giving him a chance, which then took him out. Of course, they had a sensu bean, so healed him and then just let Vegeta take over, and he just walked forward through all the blasts because Frieza lost his golden form because he lost the power. He was running out of it while in that form. Just like 100% form, he just grew too weak, except he wasn't then able to hold it, kind of like being in Super Saiyan mode and just losing too much power to not be able to hold Super Saiyan mode. And Vegeta just went up, was about to destroy him. He was on his hands and knees, and he's basically just like, fuck this. And then all of a sudden you see the planet around just shooting lava up everywhere, and it's like, oh, apparently he shot a blast into the ground with his fucking hand, and you just didn't see it. So, okay. Oh, the planet blew up. Oh, okay. He's probably still alive. Vegeta's dead because he can't survive in space without air, but Frieza's probably still alive from it. So he basically won. Everyone else is alive. Let's reverse time. And Goku goes up and kills him. But it wasn't some epic battle. It was just, he was a pushover. And I mean, when you look at the Namek saga, you see the fight with Frieza and everything, you think, damn, Frieza's a perfect villain. He's just one you don't want to fuck with. And even compared to Cell, he is horrible to deal with. But there's so many plot holes, and that little ring gun should not have worked. It's just a retarded plot hole. And of course, since the new series, I don't remember what it's called, Dragon Ball Z Super something, or is it just Dragon Ball Z Super? I don't remember. But that new series, even though it's got shit quality animation stuff, apparently, I've heard about that. It's basically going through those previous 2 movies, so I guess they're canon and everything. So it's going through Battle of the Gods and it's going through Resurrection F, but it's just doing new animation instead of just taking parts from the movie, which is actually a little stupid. I don't know why they just don't clip together parts from the movies and everything and just throw it in like, okay, here we go. They have to redo the entire thing, some stupid reason, but apparently those are actually canon. So if that is canon, they don't change anything, then there's a big fucking plot hole. And what the hell is going on with everyone? I like Krillin, Yamcha, well, I guess Yamcha probably wasn't there, I don't remember. Tien, just freaking everyone there, much weaker than they should have been, except Roshi, who was much stronger than he should have been, and it didn't make any goddamn sense. And then Gohan, I don't know why the hell he kept powering down from Super Saiyan. You just stayed Super Saiyan. You're facing Frieza, you fucking idiot. Why would you do that? And I don't know, the movie just sucked. I don't know why people keep saying, oh, it's good. They liked it. It was awesome. They suggest you see it and everything, but you'll look at it. You gotta be objective. You can't just be biased and say, oh yes, I'm a fucking fanboy of Dragon Ball Z. This is the best fucking movie ever. You have to go and look at it like, well, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. What the fuck's going on there? So the people who reviewed it, I don't know, man, they weren't objective enough, and it was really too biased. So anyways, enough of my ramble about being annoyed at how crappy that movie was. Really nothing else actually happened this week. Just got motherboard, waiting to get other stuff. I want to get my computer stuff swapped. I guess I did swap out the power connector on my motherboard that's in there actually, because I was looking up information of power supply and I was like, oh, okay, well, what the hell is EPS 12 volt and ATX 12 volt? There's these two 4-pin, and it says ATX, EPS, well, it's an ATX motherboard, so I don't know, I'm supposed to use ATX, but basically it's just one more thing on computers that needs to be kind of changed to have one specific term instead of saying, oh, it's EPS because it's 8 pins and it's ATX because it's 4 pins, but they both go to the motherboard and they both handle the power the exact same way, and they should just say CPU power, plug in, motherboard. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's 4-pin or 8-pin, just plug in whatever the fucking computer requires. So that kind of annoyed me. So I thought, oh, well, maybe I plugged something in wrong because I'm an idiot, because this is the first power supply I ever had that actually has 2 CPU power pin on it, because it's got 4+4 and 8-pin, because it's a crazy power supply. So, 4+4 pin, they say it's ATX, EPS. I was like, okay. But I had the 8-pin plugged in. They didn't say it's ATX. They just said it's EPS. I was like, well, what the fuck's the difference here? Then after switching stuff around, I was like, okay, well, it didn't really change anything. So I guess it didn't hurt anything either. So I don't know, maybe I fucked up and I was overthinking this shit. So I looked it up and it's like, oh, okay, basically ATX is when it's just 4-pin. EPS is when it's 8-pin. It's a bit retarded. Put 2 ATX 4-pin together, you get 1 EPS 8-pin. Plug it in. So yeah, anyways, I guess that's pretty much it for sure this time. I gotta let my dog back in. He's been scratching on the door. I had to yell at him once because he wouldn't stop scratching on the damn door. And I put him out because he was being noisy in here and I had to record. So I gotta let him back in, then edit this video, upload it and everything. And I don't know, I guess that's pretty much it. I don't remember more than half of what I said. So I guess I'm just gonna end the video. And I guess if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know with a comment, like, subscribe, and or share. And I'll see you guys next week or on some other video. But until then, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.